titles in 2 weeks. The world number one has delivered once more. An extraordinary start to the partnership of Sudirman and Pearlson Brand.
Welcome to Badminton Weekly with me, Jasmine Lim. We start our 100th episode with big news from China, where the national team is swapping their top 2 mixed doubles pair for the European leg of the HSBC BWF World Tour. While this may not be the first time China has split the number 1 ranked mixed doubles pair, Selena Piek believes there are good reasons behind the decision to partner Huang Dongping with Jiang Zhenbang and Feng Yanzhe with Wei Yaxing, starting from the Yonex All England Championship.
Yeah, it's crazy that they're actually swapping partners when you're number 1 and 2 in the world ranked. But we all know what happened in the past when they changed also the number 1s and 2, Zheng Ziwei and Wang Jiachong, and we all know what happened afterwards. And I think the main reason is that they're trying to recreate such a dominant mixed doubles couple. And you could say, is number 1 and 2 not good enough in the current ranking? But if you look at the results, I don't think any of those two have been as consistent as Zheng and Huang has been in the past. In my opinion, the main reason why they would split them up. Other good reason could be if you look at the partnerships that you always have one partner who is the more dominant one or the more taken care of. And in this partnership, I would say it's Wang Dongping, who's the more experienced pair. And pairing her up with Jiang Zhenbang, I think it could be a really good asset in helping him to become a little bit more vocal, a little bit more dominant on court. So in my opinion, that could also be a huge reason why they want to change partnerships up. Because once you play with someone, you're really used of playing a certain style and you're really used of communicating towards each other at a certain way. And by mixing that up in putting another person next to you, you also need to adapt to a different playing style and to a different communication style. And I think that could really help both partnerships grow and maybe become even stronger on court. But that would be the main reason to create a more consistent number 1 pair and maybe a lesser good number 2 pair. But I think China is aiming for 2 really dominant pairs. I think Jiang Zhenbang and Wang Dongping, I really see them doing really well and playing-wise, delivering the results that China is looking for. If I would have been still a player, I would have been more scared playing Wang Dongping and Yang than the other two. And that's just because with Dongping's experience and explosiveness that Yang can provide, and I don't think Feng is able to do that with the same explosiveness. So in that way, I feel like they will be the pair who's benefiting the most in result-wise, but maybe playing-wise, or when you look at the human perspective, I think Feng and Wei Yaxing maybe can benefit as well, because they're so used in being bossed around on court, I would say, Feng by Dongping. So in that way, he needs to step up now, I think, in his playing style. So in a way, it could also really benefit them. But looking pure result-based, I think we have a winner with Jiang Zhenbang and Wang Dongping, especially on bad days, because it's all about reaching the highest level on your bad days. And being a China badminton player, I cannot imagine the amount of pressure you must be into, because we all expect them to deliver in not one tournament, but all tournaments. And losing first rounds could be a huge fail for them. So I think it's all about finding a good consistency, and beating the difficult pairs also on a bad day is going to be the main challenge for them, because I think Huang and Zheng were masters of that. Not playing well, being down and about, and I've seen them coming back so many times, even against me. I had 4 match points against them in the French Open final, but still they were able to find another gear. And I think China is looking for that extra gear with a new pair.
Chen will also be playing with a new partner for the European leg of the tour. The 27-year-old is competing alongside youngster Wang Tinke at the Yonex German Open. And according to Chen's former partner Jia Yifan, splitting up their successful partnership was part of their plans. We met the pair in Hangzhou to discuss their future and that Olympic win.
很真实，很真实，很真实。因为我们走的每一步都是脚踏实地的走的，就是我们两个的每一次付出，每一次的训练，然后每一次跟困难对抗的这种精神吧，我觉得就是我们两个体会的是最深的。所以我觉得这不是在做梦，这是实现自己的愿望。
我觉得就是所有都体验过了，而且还体验了2圈，我觉得真的是。比别人体验多太多了吧？因为有些人可能连1届都打不上，我觉得我们能参加2届，真的非常高兴。就是我一直都说我要去体验更多不一样的生活吧，因为我确实是，我做这一件事情的时候一直在专注于这件事，就是我什么都没体验到，我只能说，但是我不后悔。因为在拼这一个事的时候，我确实全力以赴的拼了，比别人花了更多的时间，所以等这个目标一结束，我就想去做一些我以前想去体验，但是又没有时间去体验的事情。就是学车啊，或者就学习很多我没有辩论啊那些，我都很感兴趣，但以前我只能去研究羽毛球，但我现在可以去做更多的事情了。开心的事还是有些遗憾的，没有遗憾吧？我觉得真的每一天都全力以赴了，这就是为什么我说哪怕没拿我也就踏实了，主要是不想有遗憾，这个东西就是。
我们两个站在场上的时候，我就是最开心的时候。以前可能体会不到，因为以前可能每一天都在训练，每一天可能都是带着压力去训练。当奥运会结束之后，陈姐休息了一段时间，我在和别人搭档的时候，我就知道这种小别胜新婚的这种感觉是什么样的。我觉得还是，陈姐再次回到赛场上，我和她站在一起的时候，我真的是那个时候由衷的是感觉到非常非常的开心。真的是，你没有对比就不知道，一有对比，没有对比就没有伤害。一对比的话，还是确实跟陈姐站在同一片场地，不能站在对立面啊！站对立面，我打不过他，我就不高兴、不开心，只能是跟我站在同一条战线上。我们陈姐明年还会带其他的小队员参加比赛的。我们自己认为我们都是比较有责任心、比较有集体荣誉感的人，所以我觉得现在可能中国的女双还是需要在世界上有一定的这种竞争力才可以，所以我们希望可以尽自己的余力和余热吧，我希望可以让中国女双站稳脚跟。不会一起配，但是会一起出来比赛，就是可能就是会带小队员吧，对。
Seo Seung Jae has collected 4 titles in the last 6 months with 3 partners, Kan Min-hyuk, Jin Young, and Kim Won-ho. The 27-year-old now rotates between Jin and Kim for 2025 and has already won 2 out of 4 Asian League tournaments with each partner. While the Korean coaches are uncertain about Seo's partnership, Jeff Though breaks down and picks the best player for the versatile left-hander.
First of all, based on the fact that the Korean coaching team has paired him up with 3 different players, just shows how much confidence they have in him. He's the most consistent Korean men's doubles player in terms of his level in each and every tournament. And that's where I think that Kang Min-hyuk was lacking a little bit. Like, he could play amazingly well in one tournament, but then not so good in the next. And I think that is related a lot to his confidence levels on the day of play. When he was confident, he could play so well, create so many attacking opportunities for himself and Seo. But when he wasn't really feeling that confident, he tended to make a lot more errors, and it was difficult for him to bring up his level in those times. And because of that, there was a lot of pressure on Seo to kind of carry the pair per se. And especially because men's doubles discipline is so competitive, it doesn't allow for much drop in level before your opponents just overrun you. The Seo and Jin partnership has so many strengths. It's always great to see when 2 left-handed doubles players combine, because we don't really see that too often. It makes the pairing a bit more unique. Other doubles pairs wouldn't really be used to playing against 2 left-handers, so they'll need to divert some of their attention in the match to remember this while they're playing, which could essentially make them not focus on other things or other tactics in the match. But Jin, he's such an explosive player. He moves so quickly to the front court and puts a lot of pressure there. Because of this, he is more naturally inclined to be the front court player in this combination. He's really good net touch. He reads the interceptions really well, and that takes a lot of time away from their opponent when he's dominating at the net like that. But because he's always at the net, Seo becomes more of just the rear court player, just like he did when he was playing mixed doubles with Chae Young-jung. But Jin's rear court isn't quite as strong as the attack, as the Kim Won-ho or the Kang Min-hyuk smash. So they do need to rely on Seo to create those opportunities from the rear court. But I think that overall, because Jin's style is very explosive and erratic, it makes the pair quite creative when compared to Seo's other combinations. The Kim Won-ho and the Seo partnership is a little bit different. Their style is a lot more about sustaining solid pressure in the mid-court and then gaining the initiative so that they can attack and move forwards quickly to the net from there. So while they do obviously play very quick, they're not quite as explosive as the Jin-Seo partnership. But rather they win their points by being really dominant, taking the shuttle very early in the mid-court. They've got such great shot quality, and it just forces their opponents to hit up into their rackets, and they kind of just get suffocated by the pressure of Kim and Seo. And I think this style suits them really well because they're both such established mixed doubles players. Also, because Kim's rear court attack is stronger than Jin's, that allows Seo to come forward to the net more often, where we all know he's so good at intercepting and reading the gameplay from the front court. I think that both combinations will do so well in the men's doubles event. But I think that when the Korean coaches are deciding, they'll need to weigh up what the end goal is. I think that based on the game style and the experience level currently, if their goal is to have more consistent short-term results, I think that Kim and Seo would be a better choice for them. But if their goal is to develop the next generation of Korean men's doubles players, then I think pairing Jin with Seo and Kim with another younger player, for example, that would be a really wise choice in bringing up more world-class Korean men's doubles player. But again, I think that with any combination of Jin and Seo or Kim and Seo, I think they'll both create great results.
You can catch Seo Seung Jae and Kim Won-ho this week at the Yonex German Open. The pair will play together for the entire HSBC BWF World Tour European leg. And if you miss it, join us again next week as we bring you the top stories from the Super 300 event. Before we go, Badminton Weekly would like to wish Gregoria Mariska Tunjung a big congratulations on her wedding to singer Mika Angelo. The lovely couple tied the knot last Friday in Jakarta amongst family and close friends. Here's wishing you both a long and happy marriage. That's it from us. See you next week.